Welcome everybody, my name is Jodie Jordan. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is my card class to go from June 19th to the 25th. You can get these kits for free if you place an online order of $35 or more in the shop link in the description below. For this card, I'm going to use the Biggest Wish and the Nested Essential Dies. And I'm also going to use, for all three cards, I'm going to use the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And you will get, if you place a $50 order, you will get these along with the kits for free. This is my gift to you if you place a $50 order. So let's get started on the first card. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this thanks stamp out of here. I thought that we would do patriotic cards this week since the 4th of July is coming up. And these cards would be perfect to give to, like, if you have a veteran in your life, or you know somebody that I have a friend that actually has a 4th of July birthday. You could make this a birthday card if you wanted, but let me just grab my pierced mat here. Okay, so I'm using the Real Red ink. So Stampin' Up! Didn't create any 4th of July paper, so I wanted to show you how we could use dies to create a festive card. And these Nested Essential Dies are perfect for this. So we're going to create our own, kind of like our own background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay out the pieces that are in the kit and figure out where I want to lay everything down. So I did like a just kind of laying it here to make sure. Let's see, I want to make sure I get the dies turned up. That's my favorite part of this, is the stitches, or the stitching. And I'm going to take this first one up, so we're going to cut this off, but I want to just lay everything out first and just kind of get an idea where to lay everything. Don't worry about these little sides here. When we trim off everything, we'll add those die cuts. I'm just kind of creating a little pattern here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at this bottom and work my way up this way. I got one little white one here, and I'm just going to make sure these line up. And it's probably better if you use glue for this, but you can use whatever you want. I think the glue gives you a little wiggle room to be able to, move things around if you need to. Now, every card will be different, based on how you lay everything down. There's no wrong or right way to do this. It's whatever you want. I'm just trying to kind of keep this centered a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think, well, I'll leave that. I want this to come over more though. Actually, let me take this up. I'm sorry. Hopefully I don't ruin my project. I'm going to glue down this white one first, and that's just because I want this to be, I can judge on each side. See, I'm gonna come up a little bit. There, now I can do, start gluing everything down, butt it up to that. Like I can make sure that this is my center line right here. Now you could stagger it if you wanted, it's totally up to you, but this is just the pattern that I chose to go with. Oh, I forgot to pull that one up, didn't I? Again, that's the great thing about this glue is, you know, it gives you time to move stuff around if you want. And this looks really ugly, but it doesn't matter. We're going to cover it up. It's going to look really cute. Okay. Let me see. Let me grab a scratch piece of paper real quick because I don't want to get glue all on my table. I'm getting really quiet. I have to, it's so funny how you have to, you think you just got to concentrate when you're Okay, so you're going to take your paper snips and you're going to start cutting, flip it over and start cutting this off. You got to be real careful so you don't cut into your card. Okay, just kind of set these pieces to the side because we might use some of those pieces. So it's up to you as far as filling these spaces in. You can leave it like this with the red, or you can fill it in. I choose to fill it in, but the thing is that as you can see, it's if you do the red or the blue, it's going to have to be two colors side by side, but I'm okay with that because I want the white pieces to stand out in this. So I'm going to just randomly just grab one and place it down and go with that color. Guess I'll do red. Okay, we're going to do the same thing and cut those off the back. Uh-oh, that one moved on me. Wasn't dry yet. Okay. Now you can save these if you want to do another card or whatever you want to do. So now I've cut several stars in the kit, and I'm going to do just kind of alternate the colors. And I'm going to pop these up on dimensionals. This is a lot of die cutting, but I think the card is super cute, and it's worth it. I think it turns out, you know, real patriotic, and I would love to receive this card if, you know, especially if you're giving it to guys. Like sometimes men are just, you know, when it comes to the card making world, they don't always make all the, you know, that many things to give to men. So these are perfect male cards. So I decided to pop up the stamped, oh, you know what? Good thing I paid attention. So when I made my original one, this was at the top, but I wasn't paying attention that the opening was over here. So you can, I'll show you both cards and you can choose how you want to do it. But I'm popping this up, and then on the inside, I gotta fold this because I got glue on here and it's sticking to my project. If this happens to you, you can get one of these little adhesive erasers and it'll remove. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them anymore, but I know I seen some at the Dollar Tree a while back, so you can get them there. Or I'm sure Amazon carries them. I think they're called adhesive removers. Okay, so let's glue the inside panel. I went ahead and did 2 panels just to keep the red, white, and blue thing going. If you place an order online, you will also get a PDF with the measurements and photos. Emailed to you. And then I've got the inside piece that's going to layer. So you can write your message. And then I put 2 more stars in the kit. You can put these anywhere you want on your card. Okay, and then bring in your gems. These gems are perfect for your stash because they pretty much go on anything. So these are, Stampin' Up has, these are a big seller because they've had these for years. They change them every once in a while, maybe the size, but for the most part they're, oops, you can put them on any card, so it's great to have these in your stash. Put one more down here. Okay, so this is the finished card, and this is my sample. So you can see this one is a top fold, but you know, I put the I moved this up and I had a little white piece here. You know, you can do it how I did it, or you know, there is an additional white piece down here. This was my first time trying it, so I didn't know exactly where to place it, but it looks nice either way. So this is a side and this is a top fold. So that's your card. I just want to remind everyone that during the month of June, Stampin' Up! Is having the starter kit sale. For $99, you get to pick $155 worth of product, and that's also includes free shipping. If you have any questions about what that details, you can contact me in the description below. There's a link where you can join my email list and we can talk about it. I would love to have you on my team. Okay, so I forgot to tell you for the first card that I got the stars from the Beautiful Balloons die set. So that's where I got the stars. For this card that we're gonna make, I am using this Dots and Spots die, and again I'm using the essential nested essential dies to create for the sentiment. So. And then I'm using the Good Feelings thank you stamp. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Actually, I think that might be wrong. Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna get it together. So if you look at the stamp, it almost looks the same, but this one is much bigger, so it won't fit in the space. So I'm using the Circle Sayings stamp set, and it is this thank you right here. So let me put this one up. Sorry about that. I'll grab this one. And for this one, I'm using the Night of Navy ink. Put my little stars over here. Go on my Pierce map. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and put our inside layers in. I don't always do 3-layer, or you know, the 2 layers on the inside, but since these were like patriotic cards, I thought it just made it tied it in, the theme in, so I did that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Okay, and then this we're going to glue down to the blue layer. And then this we're going to glue down to the front. These are really easy cards. It's just, you know, the die cutting takes a little time, but you know, if you don't always have the paper that you need for you know, an occasion, it's just, you know, you can do, this is just a simple way to use up those dies that you know, you purchase. Now here I'm just kind of just randomly putting glue wherever. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to ooze through the holes, but I want to make sure every section is glued down, especially since this is the front. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this card this way. You can still keep it this way if you want. You know, it's like I always tell you, it's your card, you can do what you want. But this is the way I designed it, just to give a variety of, you know, the cards. That's the great thing about these card kits. You can change anything you want. You can add, you can use different stamp sets. It's totally up to you. This just gives you a starting point. So I just put it over here in this corner. The reason I did this was I just thought by doing this, it's not really like a flag, but it kind of gives you flag vibes by being at the horizontal. And then I'm going to pop up a star here, the 2 blue stars here, and then I'll put this red one on the inside. So let me pop these up. The card that I'm going to demonstrate on Thursday is very, very detailed as far as it's a lot of die cutting. Like we're going to die cut the pattern and then die cut that. So it's I didn't include that in the kit because if I had 100 of you order it, it would take me till next year to get them all cut. But I definitely show you the whole process of that card, and it's a pretty cool card, so definitely tune in on Thursday for that. And then I'm just going to glue this one down on the inside somewhere. I thought I had 2 stars for every inside of every one, but I guess not. And then I'm going to bring in those gems again. I think I need... And I thought it would look cool to put in the stars here. And then one over there. So that's card 2. Let me see if I put, yeah, I only put the one on my sample card. That's card 2. So stay tuned for card 3. I also wanted to remind you that I am offering summer rewards. I'm going to do a live drawing September 1st on my Facebook page. For every $50 you spend, your name goes in the bowl. If you refer a friend and they place an order, if you attend any of my events, purchase an online class, if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, I will give you one entry for every month that you prepay, and you will get one entry for every month that you subscribe. I'm also giving one entry to anyone who joins my team. Okay, for our third card, I'm going to bring in a little bit of designer series paper for this one, and I'm using the Glorious Gingham. And I just want to remind you that right now, the majority of our designer series papers are 15% off. So if you wanted to stock up on this would be a perfect time. This is what the paper looks like on one side. And then it's the opposite on the other. So it's got the gingham and then a little bit bigger pattern. But I'm thinking I'm stocking up on it because I'm thinking this one for kind of like at Christmas time for gingerbreads or things like that. And then they've got this pretty peacock color. I'm definitely thinking that could be for Christmas as well, even the blue. So I'm thinking ahead of Christmas, but that's just my craft fair brain in overdrive because I do a lot of craft fairs. I always look at different papers for that, but I'm using that paper, and then we're going to use the Wanted to Say dies. This die set is really a good die set for, it has good sentiments on there. Celebrate, happy birthday, feel better soon. What's this one say? You're too kind. So that's great. You know, if you don't mind die cutting, these are really great. And then today I'm bringing in the Irresistible Bloom stamp set. This is part of our online exclusives. This is the stamp set I'm going to be using for my in-person class on the 30th of June. So we're just going to use this little splatter stamp here for that. So let's get started here. First, we're going to do our stamping because I know my fingers are going to end up getting sticky when I try to glue that. It's always better for me, I feel like, if you buy their adhesive strips. I think I got some here somewhere. Or I did. If you buy these adhesive strips, you can cut it and put it on the back of your paper, and then once you run this through the die cutting machine, you'll peel it off like a sticker. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to suffer through and get glue on my fingers. So that's why we're going to stamp first. Okay, so just take one of your cards. You'll probably want a scrap piece of paper because we'll be stamping off the page. We're just going to mainly concentrate on this right upper area because the rest of it will be covered up with designer series paper. But just any old random pattern is fine. You can overlap it, you can do whatever you want, you can twist the stamp. I'm just giving it an added something, so there was something in the corner of this card. You could even stamp off if you wanted to create maybe a little bit lighter patch of color somewhere. And that's all there is to the stamping this time. Super easy card. So let's see. Let's adhere this down. I'm going to just go ahead and use the glue because I know I have to use the glue for the sentiment. And then we're going to glue this in the corner. And then we'll glue our sentiment down. You have to be really careful when you take these out of your dies because they're very, very fragile. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. Put our inside layer. And let's bring in some bling. Let's see, I think I'll do here. One here. And just one right there. So quick and easy card. All right, that's it. Thank you. For any information about the card kits, join in Paper Pumpkin, joining my team, if you click on, I think it's see more or in the description, there's links to everything below. So check it out. And I would love for you to join my email list. That way you don't miss anything that's going on. Even if you don't live in the state of Florida, you can still participate in things that I do. So thanks, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.